Welcome, Wealth Champions. Welcome back to Growth Garden, where we learn how to grow our money steadily, slowly, surely, and strongly. This is a series called Trade Talks, where I discuss different topics that are on my mind or questions that people present to me. And I got a question for a new investor or even a not so new investor. What tools or techniques are used so you can learn how to evaluate the different investments and see if it's something that you would like to invest in and add in your portfolio? So one of the tools that I use is basically whatever brokerage that you use. They have a lot of information, so you can look, do research. They explain what the investment is and where the money is, what investments are in it, what sectors are in it, how it works. So I would say start at first with your brokerage. And they all give tons of information. So for example, if you use Robinhood, let's say, you're dealing with an ETF. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. Basically, it makes investing simpler because you don't have to do the research on the stock. It's a basket of stocks, so you own more than one. So that gives you more diversity. The downside is you don't get all the booms that one particular stock may do. On the upside, the pro is if that stock doesn't do so well, you don't get all the losses. So you get a balance between the two, and because you have more than one investment, you have different streams of income from those investments, so they cushion your results. So cushion the bad times, but the upside is limited too, but you still can benefit and participate in that. But then when you're looking in the ETF, it has different sectors. So when you go into it, it'll give you sector breakdowns. And you're like, well, what are the sector breakdowns and what are these things? So some of the sectors may be technology. So it'll show you like what percentage of that fund owns stocks that participate in the technology sector. Then it may be financial services. So it'll be what percentage of that fund actually participate in the financial service area. Then you have consumer cyclical. What percentage is there? Then you have healthcare. What percentage is in healthcare, and so on. What percentage it would be in industrials or consumer defense or energy, and what percentage in utilities and real estate. So basically, you'll own those different sectors. It'll show you what's in it, and if you're not sure of the sector, they actually will break that down for you as well. So for example, if you look up, hey, I don't know what consumer cyclical is. Well, consumer cyclical is the sector that includes retail stores, auto and auto parts stores, auto part manufacturers, restaurant, lodging, lodging facilities, specialties, and retail and travel companies. So you know when things are tight and people are not spending money, they might cut back on travel. They may cut back on lodging. But if you need a part fixed for your car, that you may not cut back on, so that will benefit because you need your car to run to continue doing the things you need to do. One of the other sectors is industrials. You say, well, what is industrials? Industrials is the sector that includes companies that manufacture machineries, hand tools, and other industrial products. It can also include aerospace and defense companies as well as transportation. So transportation would be companies like Uber, Lyft, or different companies of that sort that deal with transporting things. So you have that sector, so when that sector is booming, you'll benefit from it. So you can see all these different things from the brokerage when you look into that. Another tool I like to use is stock analysis. Even though I don't buy stock, I do ETFs, but you can put the ETF in there and it will actually show you what companies it holds. You can see the returns, the expense ratio, what it costs you, how well it's been doing, all those different things. That's a tool I like to get an in-depth look, like a microscopic look of a particular ETF to see what's in it and if I want to participate in investing in that particular fund. Now, one of the risks that you run when you do ETFs, because it is a basket of stock, is something called fund overlap. So if you're not fully sure what that means, basically because you have the basket of stocks, you might have the same investment in a different basket that you own with another ETF. So they overlap. So in this particular ETF, you have company A, company B, and company C in the first ETF. In the second ETF, you may not have company A, but you have company B and C in that one as well. So that would be the overlap, would be B and C. So this is a little hard for you to visualize. What makes it simple is the tool I'm about to talk about. It's called an ETF overlap tool. You can just Google ETF overlap tool. It'll come up with a bunch of them. Some of them have paid services, some are free. And you can click on it, and what it does, it will show you the percentage of what ETF, the overlap percentage of the two ETFs that you're comparing, or if there's no overlap at all. If there's no overlap at all, that gives you a better vision because you know, oh, these two are really good. This either no overlap or low overlap, or wait a minute. If I buy these two, they're almost the same thing. They're 80%, they're 90% the same thing. So I'm actually buying the same thing twice, but wait a minute. This one has a higher expense ratio, so what that means, this one costing more, so I'm actually paying more for the same investment. So a way to save money is to go with the lower cost one if you're looking to save money. If you really like the ETF and what's in it, you can go ahead and participate and add it to your portfolio. So this is a way that you can see what's going on and get better bang for your buck and not be double buying and be unaware. So it's a very good tool that I like. Let me know in the comments, please, if this is helpful. If you used the ETF overlap tool before, if you heard of that or never heard of it. And as well, do you actually look at the breakdown of the holdings in the company and the top 10 and what sectors? And if that's something that you knew before this video or didn't know, and something that you practice, I'm curious to know. I would like to see how many of you out there are aware and actively use it. Once again, if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Someone who you feel can benefit, that you care about, share this with them. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Let's share the love of the knowledge of investing. Again, the rest of your life will be the best of your life. Thank you, and until next time.